Hey guys, welcome back to Health Pass. I am Vishali and here I am with another very interesting and very important video because this video is going to burst all your myths, all the common health myths. In fact, when I came to know the reality, it completely changed my perspective too. So let's begin with those. The first and the most common health myth is that if you want to lose your weight or even if you are suffering from diabetes, you can replace sugar with jaggery or honey. But this is completely false. For example, if you want to lose your weight, you want calorie deficit. But if you are consuming honey or jaggery, the calorie coming from all these foods still counts. Or if you are suffering from diabetes, you should completely avoid jaggery or honey because these will raise your blood sugar level because these have high glycemic index. Instead, you can opt for some other options like stevia. It has 0 calories and it will not raise your blood sugar level. And it is a healthy option. Second, the other common important myth is that people think that after doing workout, they should just focus on increasing their protein intake. So what they are doing is that after doing workout, they just take scoops of whey protein and nothing else. Protein is important, but carbs are equally important. In fact, the ideal ratio of carbs to proteins is 3:1 post-workout because you need to restore the depleted glycogen level in your body. The glycogen, which is basically the stored form of glucose, the glucose which you used for energy, for gaining energy while doing workout. You need to restore that. Third, foods rich in fat will make you fat? False. In fact, your 20 to 35% of daily calories should come from fat. But it doesn't mean that you are opting for unhealthy fats like refined oils or deep fried food. In fact, opt for healthy fats like fat coming from nuts and seeds, avocados, etc. Healthy fats are really important because they help in protecting your organs, helps in protecting your cells, they help in absorption of vital vitamins, and they even helps in production of very important hormones in your body. Fourth, this is interesting. People often think that after consuming greasy foods, they are free to take carbonated beverages like soda, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, etc. because it will help in digestion. But think it yourself, is it true? Of course, the acid present in carbonated beverages helps in breaking down food, but it doesn't help in digestion. Because acid doesn't help in digestion, the enzymes present in your stomach do. And the carbonated beverages are providing you just the harmful acid and not the enzymes. Apart from this, you are also taking additional calories, which will help with nothing but gaining weight and gaining belly fat. So keep this in mind the next time you are eating greasy foods like pizza and all. You don't need to take carbonated beverages or Coca-Cola to improve your digestion. Your body has enough capability to break down the food which you are eating. You don't need any additional help. Fifth, a similar one. Taking tea or coffee with meals or after meals helps in digestion. But again, this is false. Of course, they contain antioxidants and polyphenols which helps in digestion, but not if taken with meals or after meals. If taken at wrong times, they actually dilute your digestive juices, and also tea contains tannins, which hinders the iron absorption in your body. So abstain from drinking tea or coffee 1 hour before or after your meal. Sixth, if you want to lose your fat, then do a lot of cardio. But again, this is false. The correct statement would be, if you want to lose your weight, then do a lot of cardio. Because cardio will help with fat reduction, but it will also help with muscle reduction. And I think this is not your goal. Instead, you should opt for doing cardio along with resistance training, body weight training or weight training because it will boost your metabolic activity, which will actually help with fat reduction. Now 7th, this is the last and the most important point. People often think that spot reduction is possible. That is, reducing fat from just a particular part of body is possible, but it is not. It is not possible to reduce body fat from just a particular part of body. You need to reduce body fat as whole. For example, if you want to reduce your belly fat, you should focus on reducing your overall body fat percentage. Of course, you should do abs exercises because it will help in strengthening your abs muscles, which will eventually be flaunted only when your body fat percentage is reduced. So guys, that's it for today. These were the 7 most common myths which people have regarding health. If you also believed in one or more of these, let me know in the comment section. Also, please don't forget to give a thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done this yet. And you can also follow me on Instagram to get in personal touch or to just know more about me. So yeah, take care and have a good day. Bye.